Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon and I'm back with the video of English 2nd for class 7th. In our last video, we read a poem Palm Tree, and I've already explained it, and today we are going to do the question answers of that chapter. So let us start our video by doing the question answers of poem Palm Tree on page number 56. Starting our video with the question answers of poem Palm Tree. Coming on to page number 56, making connection. Second question, first part. First part has to be done in the book only. That I'll give you after the question answers. Let's come on to the question number second. Read these lines and answer the following question that follows. The palm tree stands on one leg, sees past the other trees into the sky. So this is the extract that has been taken from the book. Question number 1 is, what does one leg signify? What is the poetic device used here? So this one leg signifies the trunk of the tree. And as the tree is attributed human qualities, the poetic device used is personification. What is the action that the poem imagines the tree doing? So the action that the poet imagines the tree doing is to be flying in the sky. Coming on to the question number B. At length his wish he starts to spread around his head in big round fronds. So what, according to the poet, does the tree wish? So the tree wishes to pierce the cloud and soar away into the sky. In poet's imagination, what does the tree think about its fronds? So we have already studied it while I was explaining you the poem, that fronds are what? The long leaves that are growing on the head of the tree. So the tree think that the fronds are its wings. So according to the tree, those fronds are the wings of the tree. Last one is, what does the poet compare the palm tree to? How apt or suitable is this comparison? So in the poem, what is the thing that poet is comparing with the palm tree to? So the poet is compared the palm tree to be a bird. It may be suitable to an extent because the palm tree is a tall tree, and when it sways with the wind, it seems to be touching the sky. So as it is swaying, as it is moving with the wind, it is, it shows us, we kind of see that the trees are also trees can be touching touching the sky. Coming on to the third one. But when the wind is still at last and the leaves hushed back homeward, then he turns his thoughts. So this is the last extract of last lines of the poems. First question is, where do the thoughts of the tree turn? So the thoughts of the tree turn back home to the earth from the sky. What does the poet mean by when the wind is still? So what does the poet mean by saying using these words in the poem? By the wind is still, the poet means when the wind stops. And where was the mind of the tree before that? The mind of the tree was in the sky and clouds, soaring with the winds before this. Coming on to question number 3. What is the poem about? In 2 or 3 lines, summarize the subject of the poem. So first we have to write down what is the poem all about. So this poem is all about a tree. The poem is about a tree that wants to get away from home and wander in other lands. And now we have to summarize what was the subject of the poem. So in other words, it talks about those who want to explore new places. The poem highlights the fact that wherever you go and whatever you do, when the fire within you dies, when the wind stops blowing, you will realize that there is no place like home. So this is actually very true. Whenever we go out somewhere to, for example, we have gone for spending a vacation somewhere out of town, but even after 2 or 3 days we'll start missing our home. So the poet wants to tell us this same thing only, that no matter how far we go away from home, how enjoyable it is, but at the end, when everything is still, and we are very tired, and all the fire within us has died, we always miss our home. Coming on to the fourth question. What is the mood or atmosphere of the poem? Does it sound happy, sad, defiant, thoughtful, triumphant, or unemotional? So we have to write the mood of the poem. How, what kind of an emotion the poem is giving to us. So the poem is somewhat defiant, as the tree wants to break free from the bonds that binds it to one place. It is also thoughtful and deep, as it talks about the motherland, a place one always comes back to, however high one flies, as it provides warmth and comfort. Last question is, does the poet offer a message through the poem? If so, what it is? So the poet talks about loving your motherland, despite having big dreams and aspirations. He says that wherever you go, it is always comforting to return to your homeland. With these, the question answers are over of this chapter, of this poem, I mean. In my next video, I'll give you the exercise, and also we will do the explanation part of chapter number 4. Till then, I request you to learn this poem, read this poem once again, try to understand it, learn the question answers, do them in your notebooks in a very neat and clean handwriting, and keep studying. Take care, all of you. Thank you.